Good morning everyone, welcome to another video on the Running with Marc channel. Do like and subscribe for more great content that is coming, and have a look at what I've already done. I've got some challenges like where I did a UTS 50, which is 85 kilometers, and lots of other exciting things and stuff. But today is about the Speedgoat 2 versus the Speedgoat 3 running shoe comparison. So as you may have noticed, I was already running here in both of them, and I'm going to do them side by side and see which one I prefer, and is there any difference, because that's the big thing I've found when I've been researching. Is there any difference? So Speedgoat, as you may know, is my favorite running shoe of all time, so you can find those shoe reviews in the links down below in the description. So let's get into the review. So as I've said, these shoes are my favorite running shoes of all time. I just love them for very many reasons. You know, great stability, amazing grip, great fit, and just seem to be like the perfect ultra distance running trail shoe. Now there are going to be some different sort of things I'm going to do. As you can tell, as I said, I will be running with them in separate feet, just so you can get a little bit of a feel of the difference between the two. Now, one factor to bear in mind, obviously these ones I have run 700 kilometers, or so, roughly 700 kilometers in, and these ones I've only run about 200 kilometers or maybe 150 kilometers. But I did an entire trail race in these, so that was a good experience to get, you know, a good 80 kilometers. So let's get into do some running, and then I can give you some feedback on those sort of tests. So test is going super well so far. Run is beautiful. I mean, look at the weather and the sort of scenery that we're in. So I think for the test results, I think it's only right that I switch my left shoe over to my right foot and my right shoe over to my left foot. Obviously not the actual shoes, but switch the different models over. So this will probably be, I'll do this because of the biomechanics are very different from our left side to our right side, and it's just like our face. But we're not symmetrical totally, so for the sake of that, I'm going to do that. Not only that, but our feet are different lengths as well, so if you measure them, you'll find one is maybe like a little bit longer than the other one. So let's get back into running. Let me know also, have you tried the Speedgoat 2s and the Speedgoat 3s? What do you find? What's your conclusion? Which one's better? Which one's worse? Are there any differences? And there we go, back at home. So now I can give like the final thoughts of the shoe test and the differences, and which ones I really do think are better or worse, or is there any difference. So I've been running in Speedgoats for quite a while now. I've had 3 different versions of them, and I've loved them, as I've said many of times. They're such a great running shoe. They fit good to my foot. Now everyone's foot is different. But the differences between the two, yeah, well, there's one real big difference, and not sure if you know what it is, but The big difference is, look, the colors are just a little bit different between the two models. I'm only pulling your legs, sorry. That was my version of a joke. But yeah, there is a difference. Obviously the price, I think one comes in at maybe like 150 euros and one at 130. I'm not really sure. Obviously with the previous old versions, you will get them cheaper than the newer version. Is it worth paying the extra 20 euros or whatever discount you can find for the Speedgoat 3s? I personally say yes, get the Speedgoat 3s over the Speedgoat 2s. Why, you may ask? Well, there is no big difference between them. The grip is the same, the sole is the same, the shoe shape and the sizing is the same. There are just some very small differences. So if you can see, like here, the welded overlays on the toe of the foot, they're like completely different fabric and material, and it seems a lot more solid than this one here. It has got like a little bit of hole there. That one small thing, yeah, it's only a small thing. Then the other thing is that the tongue of the shoe is a lot wider than this one. It may not seem it in that shot, but it does make a huge difference for me, because it feels like you're wearing a sock almost. You know, you get a lot of these shoes, like the Solomon ones that they hit on lots of other brands, even in the Hoka brand, it's like you're wearing a sock inside, and that really helps and makes it feel that much more a little bit comfortable and snug around the midfoot. Talking about that midfoot lockdown is these new parts here that really I find that with this one the lacing can be quite loose. This one, not loose because you can get a really good tight lockdown, but this one has a little bit more rigidity to when you're pulling the laces, because you can pull from this part up to lockdowns here and then have a different lockdown at the very top part. And I think over the course of an ultra, what I've found is that it equals and balances out and expands and sort of fits better around your foot for that long distance. So that is another thing to sort of bear in mind. During the test, there were some things that I did feel different, but that is through the natural sort of decay of a shoe. So these over 800 kilometers that I've run in them, I did actually feel a difference in the cushioning between the two. That one degrades, and I didn't actually really think that there was that much of a degradation, if that's a word, in the cushioning of these shoes. But when I was wearing, you know, these together, I could clearly feel that this one had less cushioning and bouncing, cushioning in it than the newer ones where I've done less mileage in. So that was a good test just outside of the Speedgoat thing, just in general, that if you have two pairs of shoes and you don't think there is a difference, you know, that would be quite a good test for you. Go just run down the road with your 100 kilometer shoes versus your 1000 kilometer shoes, and you'll probably feel a difference. So the importance of looking after your feet, I think, is one of the big things to come out of this test, that there is a difference between shoes that are younger than older ones. So as I said, I would thoroughly recommend spend that extra $20, euros, pounds, whatever, to get the newer version. It comes with benefits, although minute, but why buy something that doesn't have the latest technology, basically? And yeah, I think it also just looks like a really sleek, clean, nice shoe. That's my take on the Hoka Speedgoat 2s versus the Speedgoat 3s. Let me know down in the comments down below if you have any thoughts, questions also for me on this. I'm more than happy to get back to you. And as I said, thanks for watching. Enjoy your running and make the most of the season ahead. Thanks a lot, everyone. Peace. You know, you've got to put cuts in and edit this bit out and leave that bit, and you know, you say stuff incorrectly, but you know, I'm trying this one, I'm doing a little bit different, editing it a little bit more. But to be honest, because I don't do that many jump cuts and edit the stuff out, I've been quite good and don't need to really make any sort of readjustments. Hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. How do you tie your shoelaces? Let me know in the comments down below.